Welcome back to Let's Play Katawa Shoujo. I've got a hell of a headache right now, I gotta say. You know that type of headache? It's like right there between the eyes where it feels just like looking at the screen. It's like, my eyes, my head. So it's like, I haven't recorded in maybe 6 days for this one, because I've been like focusing on The Sims busting out currently. It's funny really, like, my nephew wanted to lend the PS2, so I was like, sure, whatever. And it just so happened that I had recorded 15 parts for both Final Fantasy X and The Sims busting out at that point. So, it's all good for that, recording-wise, for now, so really don't have to focus on it nearly as much as I have, you know? But yeah, so, what else was I gonna say? I remember the last time I recorded for this, the recording session, I remember at the start kind of rambling for 8 minutes, and I was just like, sleep paralysis kind of thing. Freaking, what the hell are the odds of that? It's just like, same scenario again, 6 days later. Well, sort of. It's just like more, it's bizarre. I hate it. So, I was just like, should I record this? Like, sure. And then I was like, crap, I gotta do all the voice acting as well. Well, let's get it on. Get on with it. Sleep in later is fine, since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. You know, that's the trouble with me, actually. If I've got nothing to do the next day or anything, I tend to sleep in, and that's when sleep paralysis is like, oh, your sleeping pattern seems to be changing there. Allow me to awaken you in a kind of unpleasant way where you'll be like, what the fuck? I hate sleep paralysis. Not just a Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the suburb, both slinging noodles onto plates. Or people with a craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend a day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. We have no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as well like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway, intended to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji is up to today out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room, or possibly something like a fort complete with no girls allowed sign, and with the girls crossed out and body crudely sprawled underneath. Nobody knocking on his door, which is luckily devoid of any kind of sign. I hear again the unsettling clicking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. Yeah, not as I'm recording. It's like nearly 8 p.m., you know? What is it, man? Nothing. Was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. After school's out there already. Out there? Why? What? What? It's total special. Why are they there? Hooah! I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. What the hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to protect the snipers. It's the festival, you know that, right? Oh shit, that's today? Damn it! I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're gonna be everywhere. The people outside my window, socializing. Oh, the horrors! Kenji rubs his temples nervously, suddenly looking very ill. It's going to be loud as hell. Damn, I was going to go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything's ruined. This is awful. It sucks. This sucks. What the hell? It really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn, and I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself, and now it's here and I can't do anything. Should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least, I know, but I could have been earlier. I imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. So, I guess you're not going to do anything today. Well, it's even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought today would be cold. It's not, though, so there's no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. Ah, no, I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there, I know it. That has to be a joke, but he said it with such a straight face, relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. I wonder, I'm kinda hungry, but I made this deal that I'd try to take better care of myself. Be healthier, you know? Don't know if I should steer clear of the takoyaki or head straight in. Deal? Sounds ominous. So what are you sitting in return? Getting in return, I mean. Nothing, I guess. It's not that kind of a deal. You know, Emmy, from our year, we kinda agreed to watch each other's backs, and... The shrill scream and expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chilled my blood. It's as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. You sold your soul to the devil and didn't get anything in return? What the hell's wrong with you, man? Do you know who you're dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them, a key player in the vast conspiracy that aims for the complete submission of anything that is manly. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, man. I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. This festival, too, is just one of their ploys. He fingers his scarf nervously faster and faster like he's trying to start a fire, and slowly begins to calm down once the panic attack finishes running its course. So Kenji has obviously got a lot of paranoia kind of going on, and anxiety, things like that. But it's taken to an extreme. I mean, I have anxiety and all that as well, but not quite to that extreme. I can, like, relate with the whole, you know, when there's people, like, loud and all that, and you can just hear them talking, it's like, I hate that as well, but I wouldn't go to the extreme where it's like, I gotta build a fort, soundproof! You know, but it's still unpleasant. I'm gonna have to find some place to hide and a safe haven, and then knock the lights out all by myself so that I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. I'll go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes over a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. It's kind of unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short too, I could have it finished in a day. But would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be, but I suppose that it would probably be a better idea to head outside. See the festival, try to interact with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up the somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week. Maybe get something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime, I could at least grab something from one of the stalls outside. Oh, so much noise! I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students and people who may or may not be their parents. Now this reminds me, it's just the other day when I was in college. It's just like, had the headphones on at the computer, just like, going through the course and all that. And I don't know what size the headphones are, but they clearly don't fit my head because they go past my ears. And then, like, when there's people talking in the same room, it has the same kind of feel to it. And when you're trying to listen to the person that's, like, reading out the course for you at the same time, especially when the headphones don't, like, fit on properly, it's just like, oh, all the noise, I'm turning into the Grinch. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who clearly just came up from town for the promise of a festival. They're easy to spot. The ones who can't stop staring, and behind their eyes you can tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them, but at the same time, can I deny that I've been doing the same thing all week? I wave off something like, disgust sweeps over me, guilt for my own narrow mindedness. I push the thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that burn my guts like a wildfire. The scent of something fried leads me to the promised land where I can get some lunch. I'm just getting my order when a loud voice interrupts me. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Having lunch. Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Yeah. Suddenly sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, what's a crime to me is the fact that we as a species chose fucking mornings to wake up at. The afternoons, man, that's where wake up should be. You know, and you sleep through the mornings. The mornings are the most boring time of the day. I hate mornings. I'm a night person, so it's understandable that I hate mornings. I just can't stand mornings. They're so bland and dull and oh, I hate them. I hate having to wake up in the mornings because it's like I suppose it's the fact that when you have to get up in the morning it's usually because you got something to do, so then you have to wake yourself up forcefully instead of letting it come naturally, so then it feels all the more irritating. You just kind of wake up and just like, I have to get out of bed because I've got something to do, instead of I've had enough rest, I'll get up. It's the other way around, isn't it? It's just like, I hate that. Just like, nobody wakes up without feeling a bit grumpy. Well, maybe, I don't know. Personally, how is it? It's like, you go to sleep to rest, but when you wake up, you feel like shit regardless. It's like, 5 more minutes. Unless, like, sleep paralysis sets in, and then when you wake up, it's like, oh, fuck it, I'm staying up now. Suddenly sleeping on one, yeah, whatever. I mean, lunch, honest. He's not buying it. Brunch? That's not a healthy breakfast at all. She snatches my food out of my hand and glares at me. I can't even begin to imagine what her reaction to me would be if I was in his shoes. Just be like, what kind of breakfast is that? It's like, breakfast? What's breakfast? I usually skip that. It's like, what? Just like, yeah, I just eat whatever I feel like. That's reckless eating, man! What the hell is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to it being your lunch? That's my... whatever, it's my food. Yeah, that's how I'd say it. It's like, whatever, I'm hungry, I want food. That's it. Emmy places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Did you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious of your weight and sound. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is. Asleep. All I get in response is a roll of the eyes. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? The girl's got a point, of course, but I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. Certainly it can handle a little grease now and again. Yeah, sure, and it handle a little running just fine too. Emmy seems unconvinced. Not surprising, as I haven't even managed to convince myself. Maybe, but if you're sleeping the day away all the time... A devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, if you'd been following a routine from the beginning, you wouldn't be in this situation. Hey, how that pretty eventful week, you know? For example, I almost died, and there was a lot of meeting people, and then I was on a roof for a while. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. A little near-death experience is no excuse for skipping basic exercise. Like running in the mornings. I never understand people that have that level of diligence. Like I said, no matter what, whenever I'm in a car and just driving by, there's always a freaking jogger somewhere. Doesn't matter what the hell is like, there's always that one person who's like, you know what, fuck it. Sticking to a morning ritual, afternoon ritual of running. And they do that. I don't have that kind of level of diligence and motivation. She nods as if something important had just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen the area of your ways and willing to adhere to my routine, right? I'll see you bright and early in the morning. We'll be wedding buddies? You know, you've already convinced me yesterday that it was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Honestly, it's a bit off-putting now, because now you just like seem a bit too forceful. Not that I did a good job for being convinced. She's right about eating healthy after all, and here I am ordering up something grossly unhealthy. But delicious! There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Yeah, that's the freaking terrible thing in life when it comes to food. The food that's usually bad for you tastes delicious. The food that's good for you tasteless or tastes like crap. It's just like, god damn it, why? It's like, really, the healthiest stuff just doesn't have any taste. And if it does have a taste, it's kind of like, meh. It's like salad. It doesn't really have much of a taste to it or stuff like that, you know? It's just like, yeah. A pizza on the other hand is like, nice, And then it's like, oh, that's bad too, Like staying alive. Then you weren't here bribing me for my poor decisions, I'd probably... Hey, wait a second. Sudden question springs to mind. Hey, why the hell have you taken such an interest in my well-being? Emmy shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figured you don't have any friends yet, right? Besides, I'm caused you trouble all week, right? I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Crazy little running girl wants to make me healthy. Well, I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, my ears are bleeding from the bird. That sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. Tomorrow morning then? I think that ends the conversation, so I should leave. Not so fast. I feel a hand on my collar and in a second I've been yanked backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want? What do you want now? Emmy looks almost surrounded by an annoyed question. My annoyed question. Thought you could use company. Her eyes narrow. Besides, you were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now that she mentioned it, that would have been a really good idea. I will not. Another glare. That's a glare. You got nothing on you, man. You got nothing on her. She has mastered the glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little. The glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm a danger to myself and others, aren't I? It's just like this one decision, just like I'm just gonna have some greasy food because why not? It's like, oh man, it's just like feels like he's just done the worst thing imaginable, like worst thing ever. I mean, sure, it's be bad for his heart and all that, but still, they kind of exaggerated it to a greater extent than it actually is. I get done agreeing that I need to be healthier and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I knew it, you can't be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you. This whole situation feels silly. I can only imagine what passerby think of the sight of me being lectured by a tiny girl half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. Might as well make the best of this. What do you want to do? Emmy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Rin I'd stop by her mural. So let's do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as to how her mural turned out myself, so again I consider there are worse fates. I give an order of surrender and find myself almost dragged bodily through the crowd as Emmy races to our destination. By the time we reach the dorms, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. I take a few deep breaths, willing myself to calm down. Or whatever. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I had lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong. You know, it's just like, why does he always keep... never mind, just get on with it. But instead, I don't even look sick. Well, not everyone's illness is visible on the outside, man. I mean, there's mental illness, but that's not your case. Your case is like the heart condition. Stuff like that, you know? It could be like various different things, you know? But people are just, I don't even know. Just whatever. Even now I'm trying to catch my breath, just look out of sheep. Amy looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be all my fault and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I really don't think I need to see that again, especially because the nurse will totally say it's all my fault. Really? That's... nah, I'm fine. Instead of just be like, I don't want you to die, man, I don't want you to die. It's more like, but then I'll get the blame if you do. Guess I need to start running after all. Can't we just start with a jog or something? Do we have to go right to running? And you wanted to keep eating your greasy whatever it was. See, it's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course I don't add that. I wouldn't be in this state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Well, the conversation is interrupted by the sudden appearance of Rin. Oh, it's you. Hello, Emmy. Hey, Raina, I brought Hisao along because he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My objection goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how the mural turned out. Rin nods slowly. Well, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Rin's been standing here in front of the mural. Has anyone even stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone actually talked to Rin about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure what she expected as a result, but I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's fairly interesting. The colors super blend together, dragging me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me almost feel sleepy. I try hunting out some of the colors Emmy and I grabbed for her. Try as I might, I can't see any Persian blue. Oh well, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Amongst feet. My feet start to hurt, but Rin doesn't seem inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Rin, have you eaten? Of course, you can't survive otherwise. What about in the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good! Come get some food with us. Rin nods in the same. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't think they care. Wherever they are. As we head back to the food stalls, we cast a long eye over the fried food. No, I better not. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't let me anyway. We find a nice spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. Well, my purchases anyway. Somehow I wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat and Rin stares at it. Something or occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. I finish my meal first and lay back on the grass. Emmy glances up from her food. Hi, Hisao? Little, I guess. Well, don't oversleep or anything tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, it slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself. It's like, I was just enjoying it, then you remind me I gotta wake up early in the morning. God damn it! You know, honestly, if it was me, it'd be like, wake up early in the morning. You know, whenever I have to be awake in the morning, I find it impossible to sleep at night as a result. It just becomes more and more difficult. So if it was like early in the morning, I'd probably like be like, just be like, morning, and I'd just be like, yeah, morning. I had like 1-2 hours sleep tops, because I had to wake up early and couldn't sleep. It's just like, why didn't you sleep? I fucking tried, man. I laid in bed, I tried to sleep, but my mind just would not shut off. Blame my mind, not me, man. I couldn't freaking sleep no matter how much I wanted to. Yeah, I'll set an alarm. You'd better be there. You know, I've got an alarm as well. It's, pretty bizarre alarm. Really, I I think I've mentioned it in the past because I've had the same alarm on it for God knows how many years. But you know, Ayu from Canon, where she like, there's like an alarm version of that I remember seeing on YouTube, and I was like, I've got to use that alarm for my phone, and I've been using it since. I just can't remember when I'd originally set it to that. So anytime that goes off, it's just like really loud, and if anyone else hears it, they just go, what the fuck is that? I'll get angry if you want. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident in the alarm clock short side. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. A plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food. Anyway, I'm gonna start running tomorrow, right? So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Ergo, the dietary portion starts tomorrow too. Ergo, I can have something unhealthy today. A sort of final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat with wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some homework to do, and if I'm going to run in the morning, I should make it an early night. Goose never dies again. You sure you're not just going to sneak over and buy some of that fried stuff over there? I'm too full to ball now. I bet my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two have cleaned me out anyway. Emmy giggles. It's a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another pang of guilt. She's got to know that I'm lying too, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. It's like, oh no! What a monstrous thing to do! Betray someone's trust by eating fried food! All part of my master plan, Hisao. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food and for the company as well. And Hero Fortune is doing me a favor. Rin nods in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow because that would be like predicting the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay, bye you two. I feel oddly glad that I decided to leave my room today. You know the way Rin was just like her awkward way of saying bye there? It sounds kinda like me in a way, except I don't even know. I'm just crap at saying stuff like hello or goodbye or anything like that. I usually don't tend to say anything. I just kind of like, yeah, and just walk. Just like, oh, I just go straight into a conversation from the get-go. It's really bizarre. Not a bad way to start my second week here, I suppose. Once I'm sure I'm out of Emmy's line of sight, so I make a beeline for the food stands and buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? It's slightly better than what I was planning to do. I still feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though. She really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make it up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My books wait for me, and I flop onto my bed and read through the fireworks display. Wait, what? Oh, I see what it means now. Eventually all the walking around, or more accurately running around, catches up with me. I really am out of shape. Emmy dragged me out in the morning to run, but it'd just be a good thing after all. You know, I'm really not in the best of, like, physical health either. I don't run at all. I mean, it's like, whatever about the gym, you know, treadmill. I don't, like, run on the treadmill. I walk, and when it goes up faster, I don't run. I just pick up the pace of my walking to be, like, a much more faster kind of pace, but just don't actually run. I don't know why. And, like, yeah. It's something to look forward to.